Stone Cold Steve Austin, the toughest SOB in WWE history, the man who redefined wrestling and carried the Attitude Era on his shoulders. But one night in 1997, his career almost ended in the most shocking way possible. This is the story of the neck injury that nearly destroyed Stone Cold, and how he fought back to become a legend. Austin wasn't just a wrestler, he was a revolution. The beer, the attitude, the middle finger to authority. Austin was the voice of the fans. By 1997, he was becoming the most popular star in WWE. But greatness always comes with risk, and fate was waiting for him inside the squared circle. August 3rd, 1997, SummerSlam. Stone Cold Steve Austin vs. Owen Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. The world was watching. The match was hard-hitting, brutal, and everything fans expected, until one move changed everything. Owen Hart lifted Austin for a sit-down piledriver, but something went terribly wrong. Austin's head was tucked too low, and in one horrifying second, Austin's neck was driven straight into the mat. The crowd gasped. Austin wasn't moving. He was paralyzed, lying motionless on the canvas. Commentators' voices shook with fear. Owen Hart panicked. For fans, it looked like Stone Cold's career, or even his life, was over. But in that moment of darkness, Austin showed his true toughness. With no feeling in his arms or legs, he refused to quit. Somehow, through sheer willpower, he crawled across the mat, hooked Owen Hart's legs, and pinned him for the win. The crowd couldn't believe it. Stone Cold had just wrestled, and survived, with a broken neck. It wasn't just victory. It was a miracle of grit, courage, and defiance. That night, Austin proved why he wasn't just a superstar. He was the toughest SOB in WWE history. After the match, Austin was rushed backstage, his body trembling, his arms numb. Doctors quickly realized this was no ordinary injury. Moments later, the devastating news came. Stone Cold Steve Austin had suffered a serious broken neck. The damage was so severe, doctors warned him that his career, the career he had just built into superstardom, might already be over. The words cut deeper than any injury ever could. Austin, the man who had just carried WWE into a new era, was now staring at the possibility of never stepping foot in the ring again. For months, he was sidelined. No matches, no brawls, no glass-breaking entrance, just endless pain, therapy, and the haunting question, is this the end? Fans across the world held their breath. The Attitude Era's brightest star, the man who was redefining wrestling, had almost been taken away before his story truly began. But Stone Cold Steve Austin is no ordinary man. While doctors doubted, Austin refused to quit. Every single day, he pushed through the pain. Every stretch, every workout, every rehab session was a war between his broken body and his unbreakable will. He wasn't just fighting to wrestle again. He was fighting for his life, for his legacy, for the fans who believed in him. Month after month, the pain tried to break him. But the Texas Rattlesnake never backed down from a fight. Not in the ring, and not in life. And then, the day finally came. By 1998, Stone Cold Steve Austin returned. When that glass shattered, the WWE Universe exploded like never before. The man who was told he may never walk the same, walked straight down to the ring, stronger, tougher, and more dangerous than ever. And that broken neck? It didn't end his career. It became the fuel, the fire, that transformed him into the biggest superstar in WWE history. From stunning opponents left and right, to winning the Royal Rumble, to becoming WWE Champion, Austin's comeback wasn't just a return, it was a revolution. Because sometimes, Greatness is not built in victory. It's built in pain. And for Stone Cold Steve Austin, the pain of that broken neck turned him into a legend the world will never forget. Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck injury was one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. It was the night the toughest SOB nearly lost everything. But instead of ending his career, it created a legend. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so,